name is Mary Boulis. I'm the principal at Miraloma Middle School here in Jurupa Valley.
My name is Veronica Gonzalez. I'm the coordinator of education technology for the Jurupa Unified School District.
I'm Joshua Lewis, the director of education information technology at Jurupa Unified School District.
My name is Amy Noyes, and I am a teacher on assignment, or a TOSA, also known as, and I'm in the Jurupa Unified School District.
I'm Daniel Richards. I'm also a teacher on special assignment in Jurupa Unified School District.
Several factors motivated us to make digital citizenship a priority in our district. Initially, it was for E-rate compliance, and at the beginning, it was just a checkbox to make sure students know appropriate online behaviors and internet safety.
We had a meeting at the beginning of the school year that involved community members, parents, students, employees from the schools, paraprofessionals, teachers, principals, and we sat down and each school developed a plan in order to see what it was going to look like rolled out at their school sites. And it was important to get that buy-in from each school site because each one was unique and different, and so they could really highlight the things that were important for them.
They need to be included into that vision because this is a culture change, and that culture change means that all staff is included.
For each school, we required that they stated their vision of their school, and they stated what each grade level was going to be taught, all the lessons that you might expect. We also had them made sure that each plan had how they're going to get teacher buy-in, so they didn't just roll it out and everybody fills out a Google form and checked off the boxes, but truly how are they going to get buy-in that these lessons are worthy of spending time to teach amongst all the other things that they're teaching. We also required them to have a parent component to make sure that not only things are going well at our school, but it continues at home.
In our district, every student is one-to-one with a Chromebook, and our job is to be an extension of not just teaching them academically, but emotionally, socially, how to become good citizens in the community and online.
The very first year that we went one-to-one, we knew that it was important to establish a digital citizenship culture with a one-to-one rollout because it was something brand new for our students, our community, our parents, our teachers, everyone. It was brand new and we weren't quite sure what that was going to look like.
Our job here is to educate our students and really pursue common sense education so that the person that they are online is the person that they are in real life.
To get buy-in from our administrators and teachers, we asked them about their educational vision for their schools. As leaders of your school, how do you create a culture to support that vision?
I think one of the biggest challenges that we faced at the beginning was helping the teachers understand how rolling out these lessons from Common Sense Education were actually going to look in the classroom, because nobody had seen what a digital citizenship lesson might look like in practice.
It was important to convince our administrators and our teachers that this was an important initiative and priority amongst all the other initiatives that they were already facing.
In the beginning, the challenges were getting buy-in from everyone and them seeing the value and why this was important. They're getting devices and now all of a sudden, hey, we have some lessons that we think would be good for your students. The common sense education lessons were just as important as that culture beginning of the school year, rolling that out.
In each school site, digital citizenship lessons look a little different. Each school has developed their own plan, and sometimes that plan incorporates direct instruction of lessons in the library. Sometimes that plan will be that the librarian goes into the classroom and supports the teacher or does the lesson themselves. So it really takes a different form and shape at different schools based on their needs, and that's what we wanted. We wanted every school to develop their own plan.
All of our staff teach a lesson. So our different contents, ELA, math, science, social science, electives, they will teach a particular common sense education piece. And they do that throughout the year. And we have a timeline where we want to get all of that in by first semester.
Some school sites, the librarian is the leader of the digital citizenship culture shift. At one school in particular, the librarian manages not only the lessons and how the teachers will do them and when they're doing them and coordinating the whole thing, but also parent meetings. This one actually facilitates and coordinates all of that. She's Spanish speaking too, so she can also connect with the Spanish speaking parents as well. At other schools, they are a part of the leadership team at the school to develop what and how this is going to look like at their school. And so they're at the forefront of building that cultural shift.
We support school sites that are struggling by connecting them with other school sites that are doing well. And when they start to see how they've been successful, they get ideas for how they can implement those same strategies at their schools.
We train staff quite well in our staff meetings. There's always, every month, there's something about technology, and a lot of it is on common sense education.
We meet monthly for either a meeting or a workshop. And in those meetings and workshops, it's been to not only develop their own skill, but to also share in how do we handle situations with students, parents, teachers. They go back to their school sites and realize that they need to kind of build those bridges with their teachers as well, and so that it's a collective effort in supporting kids online.
We've engaged parents around digital citizenship issues in a variety of ways. Some of the traditional ways at face-to-face meetings, via committee meetings, back to school night, some of those traditional means, but also through our district website and through Twitter.
Any opportunity we have students coming to campus, whether it's back to school night. Last night we just had our incoming 7th grade orientation night. We talk about electronic devices, digital footprint, common sense education. So we are trying to plug away, but I want to make a more concerted effort in providing true PD for parents, where they can come once a month and talk about the issues that are happening in their students' life. Our parents are very supportive. Once they understand what their children are doing, a lot of times they're shocked and they're embarrassed, and they weren't aware. And so I don't want it to come to that point where we have to talk to them about when it's too late. You know, something has happened and now we're facing them in a difficult situation. I want to be more proactive when it comes to teaching the parents along with the students on common sense education.
One of the greatest ways we celebrate the wins in our digital culture here in Jurupa Unified is through Twitter. We use this hashtag called #JUSD shares. And it started small, but it's become a powerful force in sharing all the great things that are happening in our district, especially with digital citizenship. And so if you were to go on that hashtag, you can see all the wonderful things that our teachers and administrators have shared. We also have a new district newsletter called The Horizon, and many times we will share different successes that we're having throughout our district through The Horizon.
Now that we have teachers that have grown to be comfortable and through professional development have learned not only their own skills, but how to integrate technology into their instruction, now they don't see it as the device is the problem. Now it's coming to, okay, a child's behavior online is the same thing as if they were doing it in the classroom.
We hold our school sites accountable for their digital citizenship plans by having check-ins throughout the year. And at these check-ins, we ask them for evidences that the plan is working. We then take those evidences and do some analysis to figure out what are the results and why did they get those results, to know where the students are learning. And then we kind of discuss some action steps to close those gaps for where we need to improve upon.
We really couldn't do all of this in providing as much common sense education to our students and staff without the support from our district leaders.
This is a skill that everybody's learning at the same time.
Yeah.
We may think that we've got it down, but it's constantly evolving, and it's really a culture shift. And that's on both sides of the teaching It's on the student side and on the teaching side.
Another thing I would suggest to a district that is starting to implement digital citizenship is to really do some backward planning and think about what are those enduring understandings that they want their students to have. What is their portrait of a graduate that they want when they do graduate, so they can be successful in careers and school and life.